What's up, guys? Welcome to Stanford with Ben. Hope you guys are having a great day, kids. We're hyped. Have a lot of caffeine in my body. And guys, as you guys know, we do a lot of great things in the show. I'm really excited. You know why? Because today, I have a really good friend that I'm going to introduce in a couple seconds. Somebody that is so valuable in this world that we had to bring him again. Because he has so much value to bring into this world, to you guys especially. He's a really smart dude, handsome man, young dude. He has everything. The only thing that he doesn't have is that he's not Chilean. But it's all good. Ladies and gentlemen, Vale Diaz. How you doing, bro?
Oh, what's up? Thanks for the intro. That was a great intro. And I'm going to say I'm happy to be Argentine, okay? No, dude, no. Thanks for the intro. Love it. I'm super excited to be back. This is part 2. I'm like... I have mixed feelings right now. I'm like, is this part 2 because the first one sucked, or is this part 2 because the first one was good? I don't know, but you don't have to tell me, okay?
Dude, it was so hard to get a hold of you because you were sick for like 3 years.
Oh my gosh, I know.
So you were canceling on me like literally every week.
I got sick, and then I got better, and then I went to Miami, and I got sick in Miami. But now we're back.
Well, happy anniversary.
Thank you.
How many years was it?
3 years married.
That's
married
awesome.
to my wife, yeah.
That's
it was
awesome.
So we decided to go to Miami.
How's the game? Like, I don't like Messi as much as Cristiano.
Oh, dude, Messi coming to the MLS, that's something else.
but
That's
the
bringing
MLS
that's
is
bringing
like
so much hype here.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Like a dead league, bro. It's like the level is not that
I think, dude, just seeing Messi in the league has me watching the other games now. It's weird.
Really?
Yeah, they suck, but it's good.
Because that was his debut, right?
Yeah. So we went to his debut. Honestly, like, I kind of like Messi coming to this game, like, that just got me going in so many ways. Like,
Now you started playing soccer.
I'm playing soccer again. It made me want to just do things much faster, because I'm like, this one guy has such a big effect on everybody, you know? And I'm like, I need to do whatever I want to do so much faster. So
Wait, why faster? What do you mean?
dude, because I want to do those things. Like, that's so cool to see. I want to do it in different ways. But the way everybody just loved that guy, like, that was such a... That's so cool to see.
To that, bro.
Yeah. So, but it was good. It was good to be there. Got a nice little break. And I'm back. Feeling great. We've been going hard all week, but yeah, I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to talk. How was what?
Mexico.
Did
you go to Mexico?
No, I did not go to Mexico.
You did?
No.
Yeah, bro, you did. Well, it wasn't Mexico. What was it then? You went to Puerto Rico or something like that?
No.
You went to the beach.
That was Miami Beach.
No, but before that, you went somewhere else.
I can't leave the country.
You didn't go anywhere?
No.
Well, somebody went to Mexico. I don't know.
Somebody went to Mexico.
Somebody went to Mexico and had a great time. But guys, we're really excited. Well, dude, the fight's tomorrow. Jake Paul. Who do you got? Nate Diaz?
Nate Diaz. I don't know how this is going to age, but
that is true.
But I am going to call Jake in the 3rd round knockout. What about you?
I think he's going to knock him out probably in the 4th or 5th.
A little later.
Yeah. Because the thing is, Jake, he gets better as the rounds go by. So in the beginning, he's hard to he's warming up and everything, and then he started actually getting better. Because every time he knocked out somebody or like something like that, he was always like at the end.
It's true. It's been in later rounds. Yeah, it's been in later rounds.
Silva, it was like the last one, or no, it was the
what was his name?
Tommy Fury was the last one. It was always like in the on the last ones. Woodley. Was that when it was like 4th or 5th, 6th?
Yeah, that was late. That was late in the rounds, but
I love Jake Paul, bro. He's such a cool dude.
He's a mover. He doesn't take no for an answer.
Yeah.
And love him or hate him, that guy's making moves. He's making power moves. And
he's a smart dude. Actually, let's talk about this. Even though I was not planning on this, but since you're in the creator space and everything, because I feel like you have a lot of creators that they're just like, they're just creating content.
They're just YouTubers.
Yeah. There's no it's just for entertainment. Not much skills. Sometimes not a great message. So how do you work with those guys? Or you guys just take everything? I mean, depending on who you guys have, or are you guys pretty picky when it comes to the creators?
No, so I mean, most creators we can work with. There are creators that we don't work with.
Because I feel like it's hard to find somebody that aligns to like good values or core values or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, the YouTube space is weird because on camera someone looks perfect, but behind the scenes, like sometimes they're not who they say they are, or they're like they look really nice on camera, but they're not really nice in person, you know. So it's a weird space, but most creators we work with are who they say they are. But I mean, working with the bigger names, it's a different ball game. Working with Jake Paul, it's not the same as working with everybody else. Like completely different, right? It's like we don't get a lot of work from him often, but when we do, it's all hands on deck because it needs to be the best it can be, you know.
Do you guys get to build relationship with your clients and everything?
Yeah, definitely. Not everybody, right? Like, I mean, we have like Jake Paul is a mega star at this point, right? And so we don't talk to Jake Paul every day. We talk to his team. But most creators that we work with, we have great relationships with.
That's awesome.
And even creators that we don't work with, we're good friends with them. Because it's like the creator world is so like there aren't a lot of friends, you know. There's kind of groups, but I kind of like to break those groups and just, you know, talk to this group and then go talk to that group and talk to that group. So it's fun.
What would you say to these young kids? Because I feel like actually yesterday I was talking with Bill, the guy I was talking about the Olympian and everything. And something that we were talking about is this upcoming generation that they just want to be like TikTok famous and all this stuff. And I think like technology has allowed that. Like there's more options and different routes to become successful and to make something out of yourself. But if you just become like a TikTok famous, like there's so many other aspects in life that you're not building yourself up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So what would you say to these young kids? That they can use that, but what would you say to them so they can use it in an effective way and be fulfilled with themselves and build something good?
Yeah, well, I think, and I used to be this way, but I think that the message behind that is that people are following the golden dollar, right? It's like there's money to be made everywhere. There's opportunities to be made everywhere. And so I don't know, like I think kids and teens and people are seeing, you know, Bryce Hall become famous, Josh Richards become really famous on TikTok. And so they want to do it because they see that person. But do they really actually care about doing it for themselves? Do they see themselves building a business around this?
Because sometimes they lose themselves in the process of doing
Exactly. Yeah, and content is so overwhelming, you know? It's like you can become a full-time content creator but completely lose yourself. Stop going to the gym, stop eating well, stop doing the things that you need to do to be able to potentially do your career long term.
You start pleasing other people. I don't know if you've seen the Jake Paul documentary on Netflix.
I have not yet.
Bro, it's so good.
Really?
Because I feel like he's like the prime example. Because he was talking in like YouTube and everything, he was like at the top of the game. But like he and his brother, they were doing stuff like his brother like got with his ex-girlfriend and they were doing stuff like it was just too much.
Yeah.
And Jake was saying like, dude, I was miserable. Like I was miserable. Everybody hated me. I hated myself.
Yeah.
And that's when he got into boxing and he found himself again.
Yeah.
He became more confident and everything. So do you think that happens a lot?
I do. I actually, you know, before Jake even spoke out about this, I remember him being on a podcast on Impulsive. He was with Logan, Mike, and George. And halfway through the podcast, Jake, who you see online as the big Bravo guy, he's got the tattoos, he's got the muscles, he's starting his boxing career at the time. And he breaks down crying, you know, on podcast, basically saying that, like, he's kind of starting to tell everybody that like not everything you see is what it is, right? It's like he's getting in trouble. He's getting right? He's trying to please everybody else. He's trying to get views. He's trying to make money. But he lost himself throughout that process from what it looks like, right? And so like the whole boxing thing, like I've fallen in love with what he's done because I think it's been a big, you know, middle finger to everybody else and to just say like
amazing. I love to see it, bro.
He's basically doing what makes him happy right now, you know, and I think it's fun to see. I think that's why he's really thriving right now, why he's doing better than ever. But yeah, I think I think the big thing is too many people are, especially on social media, they're doing things that don't make them happy. It's not fulfilling them. It's not.
You know what's interesting with that? Have you seen his vlogs? Because
Yes.
he's like dropping every Wednesday.
Yeah.
His first one was with the $60 million house that he bought.
Yeah.
And at the end of the video, he was talking about like, hey guys, I'm a regular dude. If I can do it, you guys
Right,
can do it too. So
right.
now he's like actually putting out a better message.
Right.
And it's crazy. It's like he's getting less views with, in my opinion, more quality content that actually
Yeah.
helps people.
Yeah.
But and now he's fulfilled. But before, he was getting a lot of attention, a lot of views. But he was pleasing other people, but he was miserable.
Exactly.
So you have like these two extremes. And I don't know, dude. I'm always about like, you can make all these stuff, but if you're not fulfilled with yourself, if you're not confident, like what's the point of it? You know, maybe you're not going to get all the views and attention by putting a quality message and being a good role model. But I think long term is so worth it, you know?
Well, yeah, I think it depends on how you look at it as well, because someone might say that he's not getting as many views on YouTube, but someone else might say he's getting more eyes than ever before, right? It's just not necessarily on the YouTube platform. What he's doing with the boxing, what he's doing with, with him just appearing on media is getting more eyes than ever before, just not necessarily on his YouTube channel.
Because I'm talking about the message. I mean, we had the same conversation when we finished our first episode. Yep. And something that, I mean, I was actually going to ask you about. Because something that you mentioned that you want to start doing is like the vlog and YouTube on your own and talk about more like family and all these stuff. So I don't know. I really like that because there's not a lot of creators or like influencers or whatever you want to call it that are actually putting a good message out there.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of like random dumb crap, you know.
Yeah,
and that sells though. Like easy, like stupidity sells, but
but it's not long lasting. It's chasing the dollar sign, but usually chasing the dollar sign doesn't end well. We've seen this on YouTube. I call it the Casey Neistat effect.
Who's that guy?
So Casey Neistat was
Casey Neistat?
Casey Neistat, yeah, probably I think 2016, 2017, 2015, around there. Okay. 2018. He was like the biggest YouTuber. Imagine the Logan Paul, right? Or now the Mr. Beast.
Okay.
He was that guy. And what happens is everybody starts to follow, everyone tries to be him, right? And so, but they might get views, and they're going to get views. They're going to steal a bunch of the views, but the only person who really grows long term is Casey Neistat. Everybody else kind of dies out after the fad is over, right? Happened with Logan Paul and Jake Paul. Everyone was trying to make content around like them. Happened with David Dobrik. Everyone was trying to make content like David Dobrik. Only David Dobrik progressed. Now you have the Mr. Beast. Everyone's trying to make content with like Mr. Beast. And yes, you have other channels that are doing well right now. But what happens when YouTube changes, right? The problem is, there are some YouTubers that do this well, but the ones that do it for themselves, like Ryan Trahan, for example, like he's a great YouTuber because he makes content that he enjoys. He makes content that's easy for him, that doesn't really change how he lives his life. He doesn't require all these massive things that aren't true to him, but he kills it on YouTube, right? There was a point where Ryan Trahan started to make content that was like Mr. Beast, and yes, it was getting a ton of views, but
he was not him.
But he wasn't him. Yeah. And I know this because, there was internal work with him, right? And so, there was a shift in content. Like he didn't make content for like 3 months, right? And this is a YouTuber that has 10 million subscribers. Like this is a big YouTuber. And now has gone back to posting content that they're really proud of, that they like, that they feel themselves when they make it, right? But anyway, going back to the Casey Neistat effect, like that, all of that is what I call the Casey Neistat effect. Everyone tries to be like somebody they're not. And what happens is it blows the person you're trying to copy up, and it might blow you up temporarily, kind of boosting your ego and making you think you're killing it. But then what happens when YouTube changes? Mr. Beast keeps running while you don't know who you are. Does that make sense? Because you've been trying to copy this style for so long, but that's not you.
Bro, I think what you're talking about doesn't just apply to YouTube or just like social media or creating content. I think this principle right here of just being real and just being yourself and being authentic applies to everything in life.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you brought it up, because I love when it's just flowing. It's a natural conversation.
Yeah.
Because I think that's one of the biggest problems with the upcoming generation. Because they want to fit in. They want to be like everybody else. They're like copycats.
Yeah.
But they don't understand that, dude, it's so powerful but when you can truly be yourself.
100%.
When you're just authentic and you don't give a crap about like what people think about you and stuff like that. And I'm not just saying that you're gonna be a dick or mean. I'm not just saying that, but like do the things that you love to do and be unapologetic about it. That's something that for me, it freed me so much from people. I don't care if you don't like me, bro. Like I think I'm at the point right now that either you love me or you hate me, and if there's no in between.
Yeah.
And I'm so cool with it. Like it filters people way faster.
Exactly.
I don't know. I think that happens a lot in social media. It's a huge one, but all these 15, 16, 18, 19, 20-year-old kids, whatever, they're just like, they just want to be like everybody else.
Exactly.
You know?
I think nowadays, and maybe it's as you kind of get a little older, you can kind of see through the fluff. You can see through the fakeness, but maybe that's not the case. Maybe it's just, I think nowadays, people can just read through you. At least the fluff, the fakeness, the
it's still hard, bro. Like,
is it?
I have a hard time with it, dude. I've been screwed over by a lot of like friends that I had because I thought they were good in the beginning, and maybe that's one of my problems because I see good in people, and then after 4 months down the road, like I would realize that they were like crappy people, and I'm like, bro, like, why do you have to live like two lives?
Yeah.
Just keep it real from the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, if you're a good person, be a good person 100% of the times. If you're a bad person, be a bad person 100% of the times.
Yeah.
And I think probably, like, the religion and, like, stuff like that here has influenced a lot. Because a lot of people want to fake something that they're not.
Yeah.
I mean, I was talking with Bill and his wife yesterday about it. I'm like, dude, it's just like, just keep it real, bro. I just don't like when people, they're not honest with themselves, and then when they fake it or something, they pretend they're all cool and stuff, and actually they're miserable.
Yeah.
Or they pretend to be like, oh, churchy and I believe in God, but actually they're like
behind the
people,
scenes,
you know.
yeah.
So I just don't like that.
Yeah, it's you know, it's something, I'll be honest, like it's when I moved to Los Angeles and when I was in all those videos when I was 17 years old, I was actually talking to my wife about this a few weeks ago. I was looking at these videos and she was like, what are you watching? And I was like, oh, just old videos that we used to make. And I remember seeing myself in those videos, and like I know myself now, right? But I saw that video and I was like, that kid is so lost. Like he's being someone he's not, you know, talking about myself. And it made me really reflect on how insecure I was about not being from America. I actually heard that's a thing, that a lot of people who aren't from America feel that way. They feel like they have to hide it. Or at least in the past, they felt like they had to hide it.
Honestly, at the beginning, I felt like that. I was ashamed to say that. I was like,
yeah.
But now, like, it makes me different, so I love it.
Yeah, exactly. I own that now. And why? Because I just don't give a shit what people think anymore. I'm like, if me being from Argentina really has any effect on you, why would I ever want to be around you? You know? But yeah, I mean, I felt that as a kid. I was, you know, during high school, especially towards the beginning, like I was being someone I wasn't. Like I just wasn't genuine.
Why?
I think it's because
of your insecurities?
My insecurities, trying to find myself, trying to hide that I was from not American, trying to fit in with you know, the cool kids and all those things. Yeah. And you know, I think I just look back and I'm just like, man, why can't I just been myself, you know? But I think that's why I appreciate it so much now. It's like, I just don't care what people think. I'm happy with my life. I'm happy with, you know, like I just know the things that I want now. And if there's people I don't want in my life, they're not in my life. And if it's, you know, I don't know. I've just kind of set up my life, especially over the last few years, to just make it so that I can be happy and the people around me can be happy, and everyone can be like their most truest self, because that's how everybody blossoms. That's how everybody really like can I don't know, can start doing really, like,
you allow people to win and to be themselves at the end of the day.
Exactly. Yeah. So I don't know. On that thought that you mentioned, it's like, it's like you have to embrace who you really are. You know, people are attracted to that. I literally relate everything to YouTube or social media because that's what I do 24/7. But I said this on a panel once. I said, the reason you're not growing is because you are not making content that reflects you and your personality, right? No one wants to be friends with somebody. Like, I don't want to be friends with you if you're going to act different around me, right? If you're going to not act like yourself, right? Like, it just doesn't feel genuine, you know? I want to be around the Ben that is truly him. The one that, like, if you go home and you're talking to, you know, your family or whoever, it's like, that's the real Ben, right? And I like being around those real people, if that makes sense.
Dude, I respect the crap out of people when they do that, when they're like that.
Yeah.
That's why I hang out with a lot of older people, because they just keep it real.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
no BS.
Exactly.
And I think, well, let me ask you this in your experience, because I truly see that a lot of these young kids, they're struggling with that.
Yeah.
They want to fit in. They want to be like everybody else, like fake it till you make it. They want to be a copycat or like something like that. And I feel like this confidence, because what you're talking about at the end of the day is being confident about who you are.
Sure. Yeah.
But that's something that was built. It was not something that one day you woke up and was like, oh, I'm going to be me.
Sure.
No.
Sure.
So what steps did you take in your personal life to get where you are today, to develop that of being yourself and being okay with it? Not just being like, I love who I am or whatever, but I'm going to get better too. But he's like, I'm confident of who I am.
I think you do have to get the sense of winning.
Oh, wait. Okay, say that again. So
like, you do have to feel like, in my life at least, right? When things really started to turn, it's because I started winning.
Or
dude,
at least, I don't know. Why did you mention? I love talking about winning.
Yes, you.
Okay.
You have to know what that feels like, because if you just lose, of course you're not going to be confident, right? It's like, you gotta win, because then you get loose, right? It's like you gotta
create evidence that you are that freaking dude.
Yeah, you got like if you play soccer and your team always loses, and your coach is like, you got to do this, and this, and this, and this. When you go play, your head just freezes because you don't know what to do, because you're not confident. You're stiff, right? But what happens when you win constantly? The team starts to create synergy. You start having fun. You get loose. You know, it's like you can start dribbling the ball better. It's like, why? Because you're just more confident, because you're used to winning. You're used to like trying something and not always failing, right? And so that's, you have to get a sense of winning. And I saw this video once, and it all starts with the beginning of the day to me. It's the foundation.
I agree 100%.
Yeah.
Your morning determines how your day is going to be.
100%.
Yeah.
And
if
it's
you don't
like,
have a good morning structure, you're screwed.
But even down to the basic, like the second you wake up, I swear, are you on your phone or do you just get straight up? Right? Like, what happens after you? I saw this. It was some guy that was on stage once, but he was like, you got to set yourself up to always win, or to at least have one win during the day. Just have one win during the day, so that the next day you can at least have a win, right? So you can at least start with a little boost. So it's like, you wake up, you always, no matter what, you never, ever, like, it's so cheesy, but it's the foundation. You always make your bed. Always. You never not make your bed, because you can have the shittiest day. You have the worst day of your life, right? But at least you come home to a well-made bed. At least you gotta untuck that, right? And you gotta get in. And so I tell my team this all the time. It's like, you have to start your days with a win. So that's what I base everything around. I'm so used to winning now. And I may not even be winning, but in my head, I'm winning. Dude, you know?
I'm like, I don't know if you can tell that I'm moving a lot, because I love talking about this topic. I mean, that's all with my show, is that what it takes to win.
Yeah.
Because I truly believe that we're here to win.
Yeah.
When you're a little kid, when you're a baby and you lose at a game, Look at the natural response that these babies have. They start crying, they throw a toy in your face. Why? Because since the day we're born, we're built to winning in life. But then your parents and society and the government, they just keep you there. No, you can't do that. Don't be aggressive. And they numb the sense of competitive. How do you say the sense of being competitive and being aggressive and winning? And then they just let you follow the rules, be in a system, do what you're told and all this stuff. And that just pisses me off because, dude, yesterday, I mean, I perform at a high level when I'm competing, when I'm aggressive, when I want to win. You know, every single morning I have my morning structure. And I'm always like, everything I visualize, everything I pray, everything I dream and think about is like, I want to win.
Exactly.
I want to win. So when I go out on my day, I'm like, I'm always thinking, dude, what can I do to win? At least one thing. Okay, I took a cold shower in the morning. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to go hard. I'm going to perform at a high level in this podcast. Then I'm going to go train. I'm going to work. I want to win. Yeah. And then this is the thing. Like, a lot of people, they're like, oh, I want to win in life. And I'm like, if you want to win in life, you got to win the day.
Yeah.
If you win the day, now I'm at a point that I'm winning like probably like 5 or 6 days a week and I'm losing probably 1 or 2.
Yeah.
If you stack that in a year, 6 months, 2 years, what is that saying about you? Automatically, you become a winner.
Right.
Because you're winning every single day. When I go to bed, bro, I'm so fulfilled because I'm like, I did this, and this. I had this phone call. I feel a spirit. I help people. I managed in podcasts. I worked on myself. Had a great workout. I'm winning. I'm building momentum. And then you start stacking up those wins, the momentum. You're going to become a winner naturally.
Exactly.
And that I truly believe that's what brings you confidence.
Exactly.
I truly believe it, bro. And I'm glad we're talking about this. I love this freaking topic of winning.
That better be clipped.
It will.
That better be clipped. Bro, no, 100%. Like
these kids are numb to winning and competing. They're not competing, bro.
If you lost a soccer game, you get in the car and your dad's mad as hell. At least that's how it was for me.
Yeah.
I lose a game and it's like I didn't even want to get in the car with my dad because I knew I was about to like get my ass whooped, you know, for losing the game because I played bad.
We had a soccer field in my house back in Chile. I mean, we still do. And we would play every Wednesday and I would play with my dad's team. I don't have the greatest relationship with my dad. But I do remember this when I was a kid. Every time we were losing, he would go off on me. Like, we're gonna lose and like all this stuff, we're gonna win. And like, even though he was kind of like, kind of abusive sometimes, whatever. But like, I remember that, dude, I would start crying because I was like, damn, I can't lose, bro. We gotta win.
Exactly.
And like, I feel like that's part of why I'm so competitive as well. And now I'm like, bro, if you play against me, like any sport, and if I lose, I'm going to play until I beat you. And as soon as I beat you, I'm like, I'm out. And then I start talking like trash talk right away.
Exactly.
But dude, I agree. Okay,
it's like with everything, it's like, I mean, you worded that so well. It's you have to have that winning mentality. It's okay to lose, right? But thrive in competition. Thrive to win, you know. Sometimes your wins don't have to be $1 million. Sometimes a win can be,
you gotta stack the small wins and
then if you're doing a business, set down 5 things you want to do for the day. Do not leave your damn desk until they get done.
Okay, let's talk about that because that's something I teach a lot. I'm like, okay, something that I code to the guys that work with me is having structure, and I always teach them that, dude, if you want to build confidence, you got to get stuff done during the day because when you start doing stuff during the day and then you go back home, at the end of the day, I'm like, I feel good because I got a lot of stuff done.
Exactly.
And that brings you fulfillment. And I always tell them, dude, okay, you can't perform at a high level and be effective 24 hours.
Right.
Like you can't.
It's impossible.
Because you only have so much energy. But if you can perform at a high level at 4 hours, have 5 things that are critical for you, that you have to get done every single day. And I'm not talking about like go buy groceries, go to the mail. No, I'm talking about critical things that are going to help you either in your spiritual area, mental, business, finances, body-wise, something that is going to help you move forward. Have this phone call, have this meeting, send this email, work on this video, like something like that. You get those things done. And at the end of the day, you feel so fulfilled.
Exactly.
You start doing that for a long period of time, you become a winner automatically.
Exactly.
Because winners are people who just execute on the things they got to do.
Exactly.
So
I think I saw this picture once. It was 2 images. It was a bed with someone sleeping and a bed with you could tell it was open and there's nobody in the bed, right? And I had a quote at the top. One of them said dreamers, one of them said action takers. right? And it was like who wins in life, you know, is the guy with the big dreams or the one who just executes. I think that's part of the biggest issue with a lot of what's going on, especially with the younger kids. And this is coming from someone that like I promise you, like I have some of the biggest dreams and aspirations in the world, right? But I sometimes have to stop dreaming because it's like if I do nothing about it, it's only ever going to be a dream.
I mean, I think you have to have both, in my opinion.
100%.
If you're just executing with no vision of where you're going in life, it's just like if you grind something long enough, it's going to turn into dust. You got to grind and work with a purpose.
Exactly.
You know where you're going. So I think there's a good balance. But
exactly,
I
for
believe
sure.
that executing has to be the biggest one for sure.
Exactly. You don't want to go hiking blindfolded,
Yeah.
right? And so it's like, but you got to know that, you know, okay, the peak is right there. So I'm going to go. I might prep. I might say, what type of shoes do I need? Should I bring a jacket? Should I bring a tent? Should I be, like, what am I in for, right? The problem is too many people over prepare and never start hiking.
Yeah.
They get like it gets worse because they're like, okay, what type of shoes do I need? Instead of, okay, do I need to have my shoes? They go, what type of shoes do I need? Do I need these? Okay, what color should I get? Do I need this? Okay, should I get this? And they're still on the shoes 5 months later. Does that make sense? And so it's not about not dreaming and not seeing the peak. It's about
don't stay with the dream. Like actually do.
Yeah,
something.
like move forward now. Like
Yeah.
Yes, prepare 100%. You never go into a battle not prepared, right?
Yeah.
But eventually you go into battle and you fight and you do all your trainings and everything. But you need to go. You need to step forward because otherwise you're just, I don't know. It's like you get stuck in your comfort zone. Like everybody can dream. We all dream at night. We're all comfortable dreaming, right? But it's like get uncomfortable and go start hiking that mountain. I don't know.
I feel like one of the problems is the information overload because there's so much information out there, social media, all these gurus, all the coaches, all the books and stuff like that. People go to all the events and everything. So they have so much information that they actually never apply on it. Yeah. Like all the successful people that we see right now, creators and everything, they like set the standard. Yeah. They didn't like have anybody, or maybe they did, I don't know, but it was more like executing. But now because of technology, there's like so much that people consume. And they forget the most important part, which is the creating part, you know? But dude, I'm with you. Like freaking, I'm big into competition. I'm big into being aggressive because that's life. Yeah. Life is a freaking war out there.
Exactly.
The girls, the dating, jobs, making a business, building a business, becoming an entrepreneur. If you're into sports, like it's not nice. Yeah. Like that's real nature. Like back in the day, we used to hunt, kill, conquer countries, see who's like the baddest dude, the baddest tribe, the baddest like...
And not get killed because...
it was kill or get killed.
Exactly.
But now it's like we have all this generation of kids that are just too soft. And I think social media and everything is just like, oh, be kind, love yourself, love people. And I'm like, yeah, I get it. But like, dude, like be aggressive. Like no, don't numb yourself. I would rather be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. Exactly. You know?
Exactly.
So he's like...
It's like, of course, it's like you want to, like, look, I'll put it like this, especially when it comes to business. I am a very ethical person. I'm very ethical. But when it comes to business, I do not play nice. Does that make sense? Like, there's someone out there that has my money, and I know there's a million other people that are going to fight me to get that money.
But I feel
right.
Okay, let's talk about the dark side.
Okay, let's talk.
I feel like I feel like there's two Vales.
Okay.
The nice Vale, the one that smiles, the charisma Vale and everything. But I'm damn sure, brother, that there's a freaking lion inside of you that wants to kill people. And I want to talk about that Vale.
Of course. I mean, tell me what you want to know. I don't.
Okay, but like, you were just mentioning like you want to compete, you want to take people's.
Yeah, look, in business, I word it like this. This is how one of my companies, Dava, blew up at the beginning. It's we snuck behind all of our competitors. Like everybody told us, if you want to grow, start pushing ads, start getting yourself out there, all these things. I said, hell no, because then they're gonna know I'm coming, right? So I basically, in simple terms, I sharpened up my weapons. I went behind them. I started getting clients secretly. And then by the time like we were running so fast, it was too late for them to catch up, right? So it's I kicked them in the back, they fell, and see you later, you know? I'm like, you got comfortable, so what? You know? You better hope to catch me comfortable one day, you know? So that's how I treat everything. It's like, especially in business, when someone's got my money, you know?
You didn't show these very often, do you?
I don't know. Maybe to like, maybe you got to be around me more. Yeah. I don't know, but no, dude. In business, I don't play nice. I'm very competitive. Very competitive.
I think that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Was that something you developed, or it was always inside of you? Do you think?
I think that there was always something inside of me because of the things I'm fighting for, and my whys. But I think there's been a lot of things that have developed and grown to make me go even harder. You know, it's like
what?
Like at first you start because you know you want to do something different in your life, and then you realize that you want to take care of your family, and then other things start to happen, right? Like in my life, I got married. Now I have something else that I need to take care of. Then, you know, I want to make sure that, like now, like my next goal is I want to make sure that both my parents can stop working, right? So it's like
you want to win for them.
Yeah, I'm like,
yeah.
But the way I see it in my head is, I don't see it as someone's gonna beat me in business. I see it as someone's gonna stop me, or someone is going to make my parents have to work again. But I have the ability to stop that. Does that make sense? That's how I see it. So it's like, yes, it's for the money, or like, yes, it's like, because I want to be the best, but it's also like, it's not taking away the business from me. It's taking away everything that I think
you gotta have a lot of reasons and like motives behind, because competing at a high level is so hard that you gotta have like your parents. You want to become the best just for yourself. You want to take care of your employees and their families.
Yeah.
You want to also win because of all the negative stuff that people said to you. So it's like you have so many stuff, because you need like motivation and discipline from so many different things, because it's really hard to compete at that level.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. And I don't know, like I've also realized, like if I let off the pedal, holy shit, all of a sudden there's new AI tools out there. All of a sudden there's all this shit that I've fallen behind on. And whoa, now it's been 3, 4, 5 months where I thought I let off the pedal so that I can just enjoy the weekend.
Let's talk about that, because I don't think you can like, oh, I made it in life. I don't think you can. And if you set a goal that you can actually reach, I think that's a problem. I truly believe that for me, everything that I want in my life, it's impossible. But I just want to chase the impossible.
Yeah.
Because I know that if I can get just closer to it, I'm always going to chase something. And I'm always going to go full throttle as hard as I can.
Yeah.
But if I just reach something and I'm like, okay, I'm going to stop because I made it in life.
Right.
Bro, they're going to eat you for breakfast. And that's the same thing with winning. Winning doesn't belong to you. I was reading this book this morning. It talked about losing and winning. And it was the same. You got to treat losing and winning as the same thing. Because losing is something temporal.
Sure.
Winning is the same thing.
Yeah.
Why? Because other people are going to take it from you.
Yeah. You
know, you can't just grab winning. It's like, oh, I won. It's like, cool. What are you going to do next?
You have to be careful 100%. Like if you only win, you got to be careful to not get comfortable with only that. Because that could also be your worst enemy. It's like you have to lose. You have to. It's part of the game.
Yeah.
It's what like losing or seeing others lose or learning from others' losses, that's what sharpens you to have more opportunities to win, but you're going to lose.
It increases your burning desire for winning too.
Exactly. It makes the wins feel like not just winning a basketball game, but winning the championship game, you know? And so it's like, yeah, 100%. I love falling on my back, but getting right back up and thriving.
When was that losing event or that loss for you that catapulted you into like, I'm gonna win more often because I don't want to be here, that you can recall or think about?
2 years ago with my company, when I had a bunch of people go behind my back and steal a bunch of money from our company, that like I saw myself fall so deep into you know like things that I never believed in a way. Like I was like all of a sudden, like I'm not motivated. All of a sudden my dedication went away. All of a sudden all these things went away. And that to me made me feel, especially because I know the other people were wanting that. They were wanting to see me like that. Right? And that pissed me off so much that it's not like a thing that is just like that, like you tell yourself it's going to happen. It just happens in the moment. It's just one moment you're there sitting on your couch. The next moment you're the most dedicated motherfucker there is. Like that's how it goes. At least in my life, you know, like it's not like I start preparing to be dedicated. It just happens because
you can just turn it on and off.
I turn it on and I'm telling myself I'm never going to turn it off in situations like this ever again, you know? So that pushed me. And then what happened is like, I win back to back. It's like people are shooting shots at me, but I'm dodging them and I'm still moving forward while someone's trying to push me back. That to me shows me that, bro, nothing is going to stop me, you know?
And then you start realizing that you're capable of so much more, and that gives you much confidence too.
Exactly. There's going to be things that are hard as hell. Like I do not believe that I've gone through the hardest moment in my life. No way in hell. I know I'm going to have much harder moments, right? But I'm not prepared for them, but that's life, you know? It's like we have to be as ready as we can for those moments and try and do everything we can up until those moments. But yeah, I do not feel like I've lived the hardest moment of my life, which I'm thankful for. But I know that the hardest moments in your life create a better version of you in a way, you know?
How would you define winning for you? What does that look like to you?
I think winning can mean so many different things because to me, because winning now is different than winning 4 years ago. Winning now to me is being able to come home to like my favorite people and not feeling or only like feeling the best feelings. That to me is winning, if that makes sense. Like I want to go home every single day and know that and feel that like it's so hard to explain. Like I love going home knowing that like I did what I needed to do. That feeling, that feeling inside of me that knows that like nobody thought I know there's people out there that didn't think I'd be able to do it, but I don't even care about that anymore. It's like I did it because I knew I was going to do it, if that makes sense. It's so hard to explain. It's like you have to win to know what winning feels like, you know?
It's nasty. It's dirty.
Yeah.
It's hard. A lot of people think like, oh, I love winning. I'm like, dude, a lot of people, and even I've experienced this in my life when I get to see a glimpse of winning or I catch but then I lose it, whatever. But he's like, I get emotional, not because like the thing or the accomplishment, but he was the journey. Yeah. The times I wanted to quit, the times I was hurt.
That's true.
The mental toll it took on me, the times that I didn't even believe, but I kept going regardless, and that I still did it. For me, that's winning.
Yeah,
like the fact that I can look back and be like, bro, I wanted to quit so bad.
Yeah, that's true.
I did it.
That's true.
That feeling is like I live for that moment.
That is very true. That
Can you relate to that?
Dude, I mean, you worded it how I couldn't word it. You know, like
because he's like, it's not like sunshines and rainbows and dude, it's like people stepping your throat. It's hard, but he's like, I think the best representation, dude. Have you seen the 2021 NBA championship when Giannis?
Yeah.
When they won, and he sat down and he just started bawling.
Yeah, I have seen that actually. Yeah.
A lot of people are like, oh, maybe he's cool because, dude, it's not that. It's because gets you so emotional because in his mind, I'm pretty sure he was like, dude, people have no idea.
Yeah.
The hell I had to endure, the pain, the mental toll, the broken relationships, the no balance, the fatigue in my body, the freaking how sore I was, how many times I wanted to quit, but I got it.
Exactly.
That's winning for me.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You see Michael Jordan. I don't know if you've watched like The Last Dance.
Yeah, I have.
I love that. It's like it's the best representation of winning. when he was like when he was crying in the floor, when he won the NBA championship again after the first one after his dad passed away. And he's like, people, it's not the thing. The end result matters a lot for sure. But he's like, all the hell that you endure, and that gets you so emotional.
It's those, 100%. It's like the times where you almost gave up on yourself as well. But it's like you just didn't, there's something inside of you, that little feeling inside of you that didn't quit to just keep it going. Like, dude, winning is the best feeling in the world. Bro, like that needs to be clipped as well.
Bro, I'm like, I'm getting emotional because, like, honestly, man, I'm thinking, and again, everybody has the potential to win in life. It's in all of us.
Yeah.
And it could be getting a job, buying the car, like just going to the gym. There's different wins that you can have in your life.
Yeah.
Because we're all in different levels. Like, for me, it's just like, bro, I'm always thinking when I'm like where I am right now and I start looking back, I'm like, dude, I could have quit when I was 18 and I didn't.
Yeah.
Like, as I told you before, like all these immigration stuff, I'm like it gets me emotional because I'm like, dude, people don't understand the mental toll that I've taken.
Yeah.
Like the times I've literally thought of, like, and I know this is like, it sounds really harsh, but it's just the reality of what winning does to you, because it F's you up mentally.
Yeah.
Like the times I actually planned on how I was going to kill myself.
Yeah.
Because I didn't see any hope or vision or a way to get out. And now I'm like, I just kept pushing forward without like having anybody be like, hey, Ben, I believe. It was just like a burning desire to be like, I can't quit.
Yeah.
And now I'm able to like see evidence, or like the people I'm meeting, the things I'm building. It just gets me emotional.
Yeah.
Because it's like there's so much pain that I've like endured.
Yeah.
And in my life, I'm just getting started.
Yeah.
But that's for me winning.
Yeah, 100%.
It's cool, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, it's the way you word it is just like, as someone who, like, obviously everybody goes through different things and different challenges in life, and I think, like, I have so much respect for people who keep going. I mean, for everybody, obviously, but like, it is so hard to keep going, because in those moments, it's like you question everything. It's like, for what, and it's dude, I have a client. His name's do you know Kevin Hines?
Sounds familiar.
Kevin Hines is he's a well-known speaker now, but he was the guy who he jumped off the Golden Gate Bridge, hit the water, broke a ton of bones in his body, but survived, right? And there was, he felt that there was something that like was trying to eat him as he fell into the water, but it was actually a seal that was lifting him up, trying to keep him up, right? And he couldn't swim because everything was broken. But it's like, it sucks sometimes, because it's like, it's those dire moments, and I'll explain it too, but it's the dire moment that makes you realize why you keep going, right? It's like everything up until the moment where he jumped is, it's like, the way he words it is I wanted to die every single day. I got to the bridge, I wanted to die. I got off the bus, I wanted to die. I walked up to the bridge, I wanted to die. I let go of the bridge, I didn't want to die anymore. Does that make sense? And it was like, it's sad that it's like, I mean, you could imagine how many lives are lost because it was like, I don't even know how I'm trying to word it, but it's like, sometimes you can't, like, no matter what you're dealing with, it's like you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. You can't see what you're fighting for, and that's what the NBA players you're talking about are going through. That's what everybody goes through in a different way, if that makes sense, And Kevin's story really, really moved me, because it was when he realized why he wanted to still keep going, it was too late. but he was one of the very lucky few that got another chance, you know. But yeah, I mean, it's challenging. Like those, the moments that make or break you, you know, it's like, no matter like what someone is going through, the moment where you feel like you're either gonna break or you're gonna make it, if you just do that one thing, it's like, with everything in your bone, with every like a inch of, you know, strength that you have, whether it's a little bit, a lot, whether it's just even just mental strength, anything, it's like, it's always worth it, you know. It's always worth it.
I agree 100%, dude. Like, part of the vision when I started this is I wanted to show people what it actually takes.
Yeah.
And this is what it actually takes. Like, dude, I cannot recall like how many times I like cried and prayed, and I'm like, dude, please, like, God, please help me, dude.
Yeah.
Help me out, and I promise you I'll help other people. Like, just help me out of this one. And it's crazy because like it's extremely hard.
Yeah.
But it's so damn worth it.
Yeah.
It's so damn worth it.
Yeah. Yeah.
The return you get for all your investment, your energy, your time, your money, just your heart, it's so worth it, dude. I had like, there's kids that I got this kid like text me like a few days ago, and he was like, Ben, like, you're the reason why I changed my life. Like, you're the closest thing to God that I've known, and like stuff like that. I'm like, I gotta keep pushing because of him.
Yeah.
Because there's more people like that.
Exactly.
So it's just like, I don't know, bro. I think we're meant to win. But again, I wanted to show people what it actually takes, the real stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's not just like,
it's not all sunshines and rainbows. No. I would say most of it is actually the opposite.
And I feel like for me, that's why building the mental skills is so necessary. Because, I mean, I tried to make my life harder intentionally. I tried to break myself intentionally because I know life is going to break me at some point. But imagine how hard it is to break someone that is intentionally breaking himself multiple times.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why, like, everything that I try to do, I'm an extremist. Like, when I was running, like, 50 milers with, like, stress fracture of my knee, and I was bawling while I was running. It was snowing and raining, and I just wanted to quit, but I was like, I gotta keep going. And then I finished that. I'm like, dude, if I can apply this same skill and translate this into business and all areas of my life, you cannot freaking stop me, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I'm built in the fire. I'm built in hell.
Yeah.
Like, that's where I thrive.
Yeah.
When crap goes hard, in hell, in pain, when it's not convenient, when everything hurts, when I'm crying, when I want to quit, but I just keep moving forward. If I can apply that in all areas of my life, I know for a fact that I'm going to win.
100%.
You know?
I think everyone should put themselves in do or die situation. Maybe not that extreme, but like put themselves in situations that are so hard where it's like you have a choice. You have the choice to quit or keep going. I think everybody should put themselves in those situations.
You don't have a choice.
But you really find out who you are in those moments.
Yeah.
You find out if being an entrepreneur is for you. You find out if being that athlete that you've always wanted to be is for you. You find out, like, you answer so many questions by putting yourself in those situations. Because, and the reason you said not having a way out, that's how you know that you're made for that. Does that make sense? Because if you're made for it, there is no other choice. But you find out if you're made for it, if there is another choice, if that makes sense. If there is a choice to stop and back out and go the other way and say, no, I'm not willing to go through that.
And that's the thing. Imagine how hard it is to beat somebody that is just not going to quit and has no other option than just to win at that one thing.
It's the reason.
Like, how the hell are you going to beat him?
Watch boxing fights that, you know, you see, like just recently, Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spencer Jr.
Yeah.
Everybody thought Errol Spencer Jr. was the GOAT until he fought Terrence Crawford. Didn't matter how many times you hit him in the face. There was not one bruise. There was no blood. It was just It's like you can punch that guy 1,000,000 times. He's not going down.
And dude, I've been just like studying, like, I've been really privileged and blessed to have a lot of successful people around me, and I've been always like researching them and studying, applying to my life. And what all of them they have in common is that at some point in their lives, and I know we've talked about this a lot, but I keep telling you, like, the secret formula is they developed the zero options mentality. They were committed to it. They literally don't have another option. I mean, it was like it's the story in the Mexican, the dude that wanted. I don't know if you've heard the story of like burn the ships, like that story of where it comes from.
Yeah.
That there was like a lot of treasures in the natives, Mexicans, whatever. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's
I think I've heard another version of the story. But Long
story short, nobody could like freaking get the treasure because like they would go with the ships, fight, and then they would leave, and they would always lose. Yeah. Until this dude showed up, he arrived at the place, and he's like, "Guys, we're gonna burn the ships." Turn them, put fire. There were like there no ships at all, and he like talked to his army. He's like, "Guys, we don't have a choice right now. It's either kill or get killed."
Yeah.
And there's something inside of you, your drive, your your commitment that I'm gonna fight like a freaking dog.
Yeah.
And you like, I don't have anything else, because what it does to your mind is like it locks you in a purpose, in something, in a task, and you don't, because there's nothing else. Like your mind is not thinking about anything else. So you only have one thing to do.
Yeah.
You know? And at the end of the day, you end up doing it.
Yeah.
You know? And like from all the personal development books or something, they always talk about the principle. Like every single successful person that you can look up to, they always have that in common.
Yeah.
That at some point in their lives, they just didn't have anything else.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I love the whole burn your boat story. Like it's a representation of how life can be sometimes, and how you need to make it, you know. It's like, dude, I mean, how many times, like all of us, every single person, like how many times do you have as an easy way out, and how many times do you take the easy way out? Like, I think everybody should track it. Like if they're like, track it for a week. How many times can you just quit, give up? Whether you're at the gym, whether you're working out, whether you're working on your business, whether you're working on yourself, whether you're at school, like this applies to everybody. It's like, how many times do you take the easy way out? It's like, I like everybody does it. No one's 100% at it, right? But it's how many times do you do it? You know?
And then you build a habit of quitting.
Exactly. Yeah.
And do it like recalling this experience, because I've talked about it in the show. Like it was a Thursday, dude. I wanted to quit so bad, and I was honestly gonna just give up in life. And I just started planning a bunch of stuff, and then I literally called my mom the next day and I was like, just don't freak out.
Yeah.
Like I want to just talk to someone, and like she told me, she was like, dude, like, think of your little brother. Like last week he spoke at church, and he was talking about his big brother, about how he doesn't quit, and how he's like doing all these crazy things with like messed up things in his body. He's always pushing through, and he was talking highly about you. So like when you want to quit because of you, I want you to think of him. And then I always break down of it, because I'm at a point that like it's my obligation to win. I literally don't have another choice.
Yeah.
Like I put myself in a situation, and going to school is not an option. Going back to Chile is not an option. Not becoming really wealthy is not an option, because like I have so many people depending on me that it's like, yeah, like I struggle sometimes, but I don't have a choice, because I have so many people counting on me. I put myself in a situation that nobody's doing like what I want to do. And if I don't do it, nobody else will. And it's my purpose. Yeah. And that's why I preach purpose so much, because like my purpose is my obligation. It's a blessing for sure, because I get to like, it's so worth it to work with people and stuff. But like if I don't do what God created me to be, what the hell am I going to do?
Yeah.
Like if me not being disciplined, me not being extreme, is me not helping people, building companies, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
Like I don't see anything else. Like I don't see myself doing anything else. Like going to school, like 9 to 5, that's not for me.
Yeah.
You know, I love entrepreneurship. I love sports. I love what I do. So he's like, if I don't do that, what the frick am I going to do?
Yeah.
So I just love this topic so much, dude, because I felt like it comes from the freaking heart, dude.
Yeah. No, it's real, man. It's the real stuff that I think needs to be talked about. And that's why we're doing it here. We're standing firm.
Yeah, standing firm
with Ben.
Oh my gosh, dude, that was powerful. And
yeah, no, dude, it's like I love your story. Like every time I hear your story, bro, it like gives me goosebumps everywhere. And
it is true. Like we're talking about real stuff. I'm pretty sure you can, like, if I ask you, you can relate to a lot of stuff too.
Yeah, no, of course. I think, I don't know. I feel like the big message to me right now is continuing no matter what, you know. There's something or someone or you know, something out there that one day will say thank you. Thank you for everything that you did. You know. And maybe we don't know what that is right now, you know. But it's like, I think that, like to me, it's like seeing other people, like whether they come to me or whether I just see them win, or like that gives me so much, like,
and bro, you're already doing it. Like I wanted to say in public, you have no idea how much your personal life and just our friendship has inspired me just better in life. Like the fact that you got married young, what you're building with Dava, now getting to know this part, like your families. I feel like I can relate to you in a lot of things.
Yeah.
It's like, it's so freaking inspiring.
Likewise,
so, like,
yeah, likewise.
Just your example inspires me to win in life. So I just want to show you that you're actually making a difference in my freaking life.
Yeah.
And I appreciate the crap out of it, because I truly believe, like, if you're not showing people what's possible, like, who the hell will?
Yeah.
If you're not doing it to your kids or to your family, to your friends, like, what are you doing with your life? You know, so I want to acknowledge that, because it's huge. Like, you're fulfilling your personal purpose just of the influence that you're having in my personal life. Because, like, again, I can relate to a lot of things, and like the financial success that you've built and everything is so freaking inspiring, bro. Like, I just love to see it. Like the person you're talking to, and like Diaz, and I'm gonna like close this deal. Like, it's so cool.
Yeah. Thank you.
You know,
Thank
and
you.
now getting to know the aggressive, competitive part that you have, I think is amazing. Dude. It's so freaking cool.
Yeah, no, thank you. No, I appreciate it. I feel like, I don't know, I always, sorry, something keeps,
Very good.
No, yeah, no, I appreciate it. And likewise, dude, it's like your work ethic and like your nonstop grind. Like, that's what I always see, you know. It's like it doesn't matter what anybody say. It's like, it's gonna happen, you know, because I'm gonna make it happen, you know. Like, I love that mentality that you have. So it's the same way, you know.
And it's cool winning with your friends.
100%. You know, it's like,
it makes it ways like sweeter.
Exactly, dude. It's because like getting to know you. It's like, and you getting to know me and all the other people that we're gonna meet or that we are meeting. It's like, it makes all the wins so much. There's more joy behind it because
for sure.
because you get to see a little bit of their own, you know, struggles or their battles that sometimes go unseen.
Bro,
know?
like when Nate fought in the Maverick Center and he beat the crap out of your dude, there was no one in that stadium that was more happy and like excited than me, bro. Because I felt that I was with that dude inside.
Yeah.
Why? Because I saw all the times that people didn't even see this dude crying, this dude in pain, this dude with like no hope. And he was there racing his hand, like all bleeding and stuff. And
exactly.
Bro, it's so freaking cool.
Dude, that's so crazy. Because I had those exact same feelings when David fought.
It's so cool.
It's so crazy. Yeah.
I love winning.
It's like, dude, that's so true. Like we started boxing together and like seeing him do everything, and like we're going together, and like some days one of us doesn't show up, so we're getting the other person like, go, just come, show up, like make it happen. And like me being the one to like back out of it, but seeing like someone else like keep going. They showed up not for anybody else but for themselves, you know, and made it happen and like won. You know, I'm like that. That's just,
dude. If you guys don't have friends
so
in your life that want to see you win and that are willing to do something to help you win, cut them off, dude. You need people in your life that want to see you win. And again, that starts within yourself. That you want to win first. You want to make something out of yourself, and then you start attracting people like that. But dude, I promise you that friendships and relationships has to be that way.
Yeah.
That's the purpose. If you look at the word relationship and friendship, the last word is ship. Why? Because a ship is supposed to take you somewhere.
Yeah.
If they're not taking you anywhere, why the hell are you in that relationship or friendship? You know?
Look, oh shit! It just escaped my mind.
What were you gonna say?
There's something I was gonna say.
Like, I want to see you freaking Dava being like, bro, the top of the mountain, top of the world with creating. I want to see you buying like every freaking house and car that you want. What's your favorite car? Or you're kind of good with it, or you want
No. My dream car is a Lamborghini Aventador SV.
SV, dude. I want the same car, but the SVJ.
SVJ, yeah.
I have it on my Instagram. It's like future life, and I see that car. I'm like, I'm gonna own one of these things one day, bro.
Exactly. No, dude, it's like, but even with all that stuff, it's like I'm such a big visionary. Like, I'm an executor, but I'm also a visionary. But I'm a deep, like I envision everything very deeply. Right, like
I'm super specific. Like, what am I wearing? How do I feel?
Exactly.
The people I have with me, the feelings, dude. I imagine. I always visualize this. There's a girl that told me one time, Ben, you're too passionate. You care too much. You're too this. And one day, I'm gonna post, and it's gonna come at some point. Me doing donuts in a freaking Lamborghini. I'm gonna post that in my Instagram. I'm gonna say, girl, Ben, you're too passionate. You care too much. And then it's gonna say, me, 2 dots. Doing donuts in a freaking Lamborghini. Like, it's screw you, bro. Like, I visualize a lot. Like, getting, like, me, like, freaking, I gotta close my eyes to see this, but, like, there's a private plane. The stairs are coming down, and I'm just, like, walking up. I see, like, the carpet because there's something there. I go out, the pilot is there. I see the seats that you have, like, the Fiji water there. I have my friends with me.
Yeah.
And, like, I can see that.
Exactly.
Like, it's so cool.
And it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when, right?
Thoughts or things.
Yeah. Exactly. And so, yeah, dude, everybody should be doing that. Like, if you're sitting at home and you're not doing that, like, do it. You got to know what it takes. Literally last night, and I had this conversation with David, but last night I'm looking at these Lamborghinis that I really, really want. And I'm like, bro, like, why does this feel so far away still? Like, I'm working so hard, but why does it feel far away again now? You know, I'm like, it's and only because I get these feelings of like everything I want, I all the toys that I want to buy, like it's, I always want to buy it through the investments that I make, right? And so it's like, hey, I need to go harder, like I need to go faster, harder, stronger, and make it happen, because dude, I break this stuff down every day. I'm like, I know the exact plane I want, I know the exact all the cars I want. House, honestly, I don't care too much. I just want a big driveway. But like, you gotta envision these things every single day, because like, you tell somebody, Steven taught me this. It's like, you ask anybody, like, what's the dream amount of money you want to make? $1 million. But it's like thought put behind that.
No, there's nothing.
Nothing. It's like, why the $1 million? How are you going to live off the $1 million? How are you going to, you know? And
what's your plan to get to the $1 million?
Exactly. And so, because once you jot all those things down, you realize, oh shit, $1 million is not enough. It is not enough for the things that I'm trying to do.
Bro, I love expensive stuff. That's why you got to make a lot of money. I love expensive stuff.
We're young guys trying to have the things that 70-year-old guys have. And that's why we go crazy.
Dude, that's my purpose. I want to show these kids that you're going to have everything that 50 and 40-year-old dudes have. You're going to have it in your 20s.
Yeah, exactly. It's possible. It's more than possible.
It is. Like, but it starts in your mind, and then you materialize your things and thoughts and everything.
Yeah.
I grabbed Nate like 2 days ago, and it was funny that you talked to David about this last night, because the night before I grabbed him and was like, bro, look me in the eye, and I can promise you that we're going to win. Yeah. I'm like, one day you're going to get to the freaking UFC. And I'm going to freaking be loaded financially. We're going to be freaking, you're going to have a fight in Las Vegas, and we're going to be like, hey, Derek, which is my business partner, 20U, Nate, let's grab the plane, and let's get up, and let's go to fight. And I'm like visualizing that, and I'm like, we're going to win, bro.
Exactly.
And I called my mom the same day, and was like, Mom, I want to tell you, because I want to remind you that I'm the dude in the family that's going to change the whole family tree.
Yeah.
With me, my kids are going to think differently. We're going to win. We're going to dress differently. Our last name is going to be respected. They're going to know my name.
Exactly.
Even though I moved here a couple of years ago. And Derek, my business partner, he would call me. He called me this week or text me like, hey, Ben, I just want to let you know that, dude, I'm excited. Big things are coming. We're going to win. Like, I love that energy, bro.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's just so cool, bro. It's just so, it feels so right. It's expected. And that's the people you got to surround yourself with.
Exactly. And I remember my quote, by the way.
How are you going to say?
And it's not so much a quote, but it's like everybody has these people in their lives, right? If you want to make YouTube videos, a YouTuber is not going to make fun of you. If you want to make music, a music artist is not going to make fun of you. If you want to start a business owner is not going to make fun of you.
They're going to help you.
Right. So if there are people in your life who are making fun of you, who are making those stupid jokes that you hate to hear, those are the ones you need to cut off. Or at least distance from, because it's like that to me is how I recognized like who I need in my life. I promise you, when I have an idea, when I want to make something happen, it's never it's not possible because of this, and this.
You, bro. Yeah.
No, it's always like, holy shit, how are you gonna make that possible?
Yeah.
You know, like how can I help you make that possible? That's what you need to be around. It's like, and then it comes down to like, you are the average of the 5 people around you, you know? If you have 5, I mean, I'm going to say it, but 5 bums around you, you're going to be the 6th
That's
bum.
why these kids are struggling so much, because they hang out with those 5 bums.
Yeah. Like I promise you, once life keeps going, like life keeps going, you go through high school, you go through school, and yes, you have the cool kids, you have but life keeps going after. You know, it's like it doesn't stop there. And so just start it now. Like forget about all the shit that's important in high school or in school, wherever you are in life. Because I think this can reflect in anything, like even in your workplace. Like I remember in my workplace, like things that were so important then, like mean nothing now. Right? Because it's like, that was just right. That was down here and I knew I wanted to get up here.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I don't know. It's been fun.
No, dude, I agree. I was actually going to say something. I totally forgot. Following up on what you were talking about.
Georgie!
Did you reply?
He said, I really like that first one, to be honest.
Oh, did you say something?
Yeah.
Well, if you guys know George Janko. Janko.
That was an okay reply.
He's a famous creator. And
yeah.
Vale is working with him, but
not yet. Sorry.
No, you're good. I lost what I was gonna say, dude. I mean, I think people got it at the end of the day. I think that's the main thing. Surround yourself with winners. Surround yourself with people who believe in. Oh, this is what I was gonna say. The visionaries, the dreamers, are actually the dudes that change the world. Like think about like the big companies or like the big entrepreneurs. They're all like that. They feel like they're different, the exception. They cannot relate to a lot of people, and it's like a rare type of person, but in a good way.
Yeah.
You know, so I think, I don't know, bro. I really appreciate my mom because she always let me dream.
Yeah.
She always like encouraged me to like chase and go after my dreams, be you. There's nothing impossible, and she always showed me that what could be possible in her own personal life. So that inspired me to do better as well. So I think that's so huge, bro.
And it's like a lot of people don't have those people around them.
But you can go to social media and find them.
Yeah, I mean,
that's what I did in the beginning too.
You could also go to the bathroom and you could look in that mirror and tell me that I can do this because I believe in myself.
Yeah.
You know, and it's hard sometimes because the people around you may just not believe in what you're doing, but it's like, when you have yourself and when you can find a circle of people. I saw this once. I loved it. It was like, all you need is 3 bad mother effers and you can take over a city, man. Like that made me like move so well. I was like, dude, because so everybody wants in, like everybody will tell you I want in, but then it's like when it comes down to nitty gritty, like nobody Like not a lot of people go all in with you.
And again, you need a strong team in order. You can do way more when you have a strong team.
Yeah.
I was doing a lot before
team.
by my own.
Yeah.
But then I found Derek, I found Armani. I'm like, everything just went 10x right away.
Exactly.
It's like you gotta surround yourself with the right people, and then you're gonna win.
And then you start thinking even bigger.
Yeah.
You want to match that. You want to go even bigger. You want to show them that you can do even more. You know what I mean? It only gets better when. So.
Well, I agree, brother. That was a good one.
Yeah.
I love that topic of winning, bro. Like, freaking gets me fired up because it feels so right.
Yeah.
And it's not talked a lot, especially in society in the upcoming generation, because it's like, oh, it's okay, be yourself. I'm like, bro, you gotta win. You gotta compete. You gotta get better.
Exactly.
You gotta be aggressive.
Exactly.
So, anything else you want to add before we finish? Thank you for taking the time.
No, dude, of course. It's been great. It's been great getting to talk to you. I'm like, I think this is great. I think winning is just so important. Get used to it. Know that feeling.
And look at these kids in the camera so they can see you when you
say. Win, guys. Win harder than ever. Like, show yourself. Prove it to yourself before
and stay tuned for more. Again, everything that we do, hopefully you got a lot of value from this, because it's not for us. We get to talk and it's cool conversation, but it's to show you what's possible in you guys' personal life. And again, dude, we believe in you. We're regular dudes. We're doing the same thing. We're in the same boat. We're not that different. The only thing is that we execute and we know this stuff. So anyways.
Literally.
Yeah. Love you guys. Take care. See you guys later.